Hey guys, it's Loki here. Today I'm going to be doing the shield bash jumps on Junkertown, starting with the attacker's first spawn being where I am now, and moving all the way across the map to the defender's final spawn. First up, you're going to notice is this spot right here. As you can see, I can't jump that gap. Instead, I need to do a shield bash to cross that gap. You can also jump back across like that. And then from this rooftop here, you can also shield bash across and land on this. From on top of here, you can also shield bash back across like that. You can shield bash across onto the ground bit here, and believe it or not, while it doesn't look like you can actually jump on top of this little sign. What's more is you can actually also stand on this railing right here, and just jump and shield bash to get back across like this. From this corner, you can also jump and shield bash across to this bridge. And from this corner, you can also shield bash across onto the staircase here. So next up is this part right here in front of the payload. You can just shield bash into this van. I recommend just standing about here where this, where that corner of the shield on the left there is just on the edge of the dirt and the grass, and just in line with the plants ahead of it. And then you just want to jump and shield bash, and you bounce up like that. Another location that's good for flanking the enemy team is you can stand on top of this rock right here, and then jump and shield bash, and steer yourself over to the right side, and you get over here, which is a good way of sneaking around the back. Alternatively, you can also stand on this part of the rock right here, and then jump and shield bash into, jump and shield bash into this rock right here. If you aim too far to the right, this is what happens. But if you aim more for that part of the rock right there, you'll just bounce across like this. Let's say you're just either on the attacking team ready to push forward, or you're on the defending team and you know there's an enemy that's hiding off in that room there. Rather than going in straight ahead at them, you can jump up on top of these objects here, and at the height of your jump, shield bash, and you'll fall across onto the other side, and you'll be able to attack whoever's in this room. To get across to that spot there, there's a few methods you can do, which you can either jump and shield bash off the bridge, make sure that you're closer to that side. If you're standing about here, you can actually jump and shield bash and land at that corner there. Additionally, you can also jump and shield bash off like this and land over here. Or if you wanted to, you can jump and shield bash from here and land over here. To get back across, you can jump up on the railings, then jump up here and shield bash across like this. Or from standing about here, you can jump and shield bash and land across like this. Alright, next up is this little water tank right here. If you look down on the left side of me, there's this little shadow which just points out. So I just like to place my shield on that. Look at the water tank, a little bit to the right of this plank of wood, but a lot to the left of that one there. And at the top of my jump, shield bash. And I get up like that. Next up, you can get up onto that high ground there by shield bashing into this, which the way I like to do it is you can sort of see there's this little dirty bit of dirt right here, which I just place my right foot on that, aim my shield bash for just about a bit to the right of this line right here, jump and shield bash, and I bounce up like that. You can also jump and shield bash across this gap right here. And from either one of these side locations here, you can shield bash across onto the bridge. Alright, so getting past these buildings right here, one thing you can do is jump on these barrels, jump and shield bash, and you launch over like this. Or another way of doing it is you can jump on top of these barrels, jump across onto this wall right here, jump and shield bash, and launch a bit further over the top. However, you're not always going to be up there. Another method you can do is, especially if you're on the defending team, is you can get up on this bridge, jump over to here, because you might know that someone's flanking you, and then you can launch yourself over the top of the building like this. You can also jump up on this wall right here and launch yourself up along the building and either land back here, or if you know someone's hiding around that corner, you can just aim yourself, I recommend just aiming a bit to the right of that chimney up there, jump and shield bash, and you land across like this. Additionally, you can also jump from over here if you have these rails, which if you aim for just the left side of that chimney, you can go up like this and land over here to flank someone. or if you want to quickly get across to the other side, you can just jump and shield bash like this. Alright, so next up is this little spot here, from getting down on this bottom area to just up there. So all you'd need to do is jump on top of this barrel here, jump on top of these boxes. Now you can't actually jump up there. Instead, at the top of your jump, shield bash. And you either bounce off this way, land on the stairs, or depending on your angle, you can actually land on this little railing here. Or if you aim more to the right side of that corner, you'll land over here. One thing to note is this barrel can be destroyed. So all you'd need to do is jump up on top of this corner here, which doesn't look like you should be able to, and then jump up on here. Another thing you can do is actually jump and shield bash, aiming for right there, which that's what's going to happen most of the time when you jump from that side of the building. I have done it once, like in the whole time I've ever played this game. But if you jump from this other side, oops, jump from this other side of the building, and make sure you do it right at this corner right here. Still failed it. I'd say it's the hardest jump on Junkertown.
2 very boring minutes later. 5 minutes later. Approximately 10 hours later.
And there we fucking go. Like, oh, that took me ages. But you got to find the right spot to stand on and jump at the right height, and you can finally get across. Now, as hard as that is, there's like no point of doing it now that you can just do this. However, there was a time when this jump here got bugged out and you couldn't do it anymore, and that's how I ended up finding that spot there. This one's just very, very simple. Just look a little bit to the left or to the right, and you jump and shield bash and get up like that. And also works with this other side right here, and even getting across to here. Additionally, if you want to get a good idea of how far you can jump and shield bash just across normal gaps like this, you can stand at either this spot right here, that spot there, or that spot there, and you can just jump across these gaps like this. Just be careful where you do actually jump, because there's a chance that you might actually bounce off like that and fall down. But as long as you know how to aim, that won't be much of a deal. Let's say you're here, and hypothetically there's someone that's right there, something like a soldier or something. You can jump and shield bash across like this, get yourself some cover, and granted there's no enemies over there, you can jump on top of this railing right here, and at the height of your jump, shield bash, and you land over here like this. When on top of this staircase, you can also jump and shield bash over those pipes up here. Let's say you weren't on the staircase, but you knew that someone is right back there. You can actually jump and shield bash across this wall and get whoever is back there by surprise. Or if you did know that someone is up there and you didn't want to take the stairs or jump across from up there, instead you can actually shield bash into this vehicle right here, which, just look at the ground right here. I'll put in some arrows for you about where you want to be, where you want to focus on, and you just want to place your shield right on those paths right there, and then just turn, look at the engine, and just place the centered dot just a bit to the left of that cylinder, where you just get that little bit of blue on the right side of the dot, and at the height of your jump, shield bash. However, I do recommend dropping your shield when you do smash into it, because otherwise you're just going to get a ton of height and you're not going to have much mobility in the air. Like this. Next up, you can also jump on top of these boxes right here, jump and shield bash and get up here to fight whoever's up here. And another thing you can do is also shield bash into the back of this sign right here. And you want to aim a bit to the right over there, so you can just get into that little gap right there. Like this. I recommend also dropping your shield after you shield bash, as you get a bit better mobility in the air. But if you aim too far to the left, you'll hit the sign and not be able to land up there. Moving in towards this next area, you're going to notice there's this pipe right here. It doesn't take a lot of thinking to really do, apart from just making sure you don't hit your head on the fans. So just wait for the fan to go around. Make sure your left foot is on this step right here. Jump and shield bash, and you bounce up like this. When you are up on this top area here, you can jump and shield bash across these gaps right here. You can jump and shield bash to here, from here to here, or here to here. Just a heads up is that if you try jumping across the gap like that, you can only do it onto these propellers, you won't make it to here, and vice versa. However, you cannot jump from this spot here to this spot here. Another spot that I use very regularly is I use this little drone robot thingy, mech maybe, and jump and shield bash into that wall right there. Interesting ping, since I just have ping enemy. And then jump and shield bash like that. And that's all the jumps that I know for Junkertown. I hope you all enjoyed and learned something useful. Hopefully you can use these in your games, or even just use it to counter the possible Brig who might do this. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from these shield bash jump videos for a little bit, because I got some friends who want to learn how to play Brig. I play as more of the Enforcer playstyle, so sort of a mix of front line and dive, which is what people say you shouldn't do if you want to climb higher, but hey, it got me up to Grandmaster. But if you would like to learn some more shield bash jump locations on other maps, maybe check out the Brigitte Rollout Practice by Piranha. It's a workshop game mode. Code is 39AYTN, and I'll even leave a link to the workshop code in the description. Some of the jumps that I've included in my videos have gone into this actual mode, and it has locations on pretty much every map. Some stuff I've already known, and some stuff I've actually learnt from it. Anyway, talk to you guys later.